I wouldn't even have a job if it weren't for the people who created the books in the early years. Some of them became rather indigent or needed help, and that's what the Hero Initiative is here for. I've been an officer of the initiative since the beginning, so I'm very, very proud of all the good work we've done, and all the fans, even I, believe it or not, despite my reputation in the industry, have had to go to the Hero Initiative for help at one point, and they were there when I needed them, and that's why we're here to help all those who. My beautiful wife, Carol, who makes all my shirts. She finds the best material, and people are asking me, where do I get them? And some shirts I say, well, yeah, like they make these for adult male sizes. No, and I'm very, very proud of my beautiful wife. We've just celebrated our 32nd wedding anniversary, and
nice.
I can't brag enough about her and do her justice.
I made it a year and a half, and you made it 32 plus.
That's right. We're coming up at our 385th month right now, yes.
He's even counting months. This is a man that knows what's going on. George, thank you so much. And we can follow you on
Facebook, yes, both on personal site and George Perez fan page.
Hold up.
Hey guys, it is Tristan with Nerdette's Newsstand, and there are a lot of things that comic book fans are divided about nowadays, right? Comic book fans hate each other all the time, and just for opinions. But I think one opinion we can all definitely share and look at is that George Perez has changed the industry. If it wasn't for him, the modern industry of comic books would be completely different. And he absolutely deserves the respect and the dignity that he has shown his fans and he has shown the world. Now, there's a lot going on with his health, and I don't want to go into it too much, but I did post an update on my community post from his wife, and I honestly, I would read it to you right now, but I'm gonna get emotional. So we're gonna stick to the positive. And the positive is that DC and Marvel are coming together to honor George Perez and everything that he was and everything that he is. And not only that, next week on the 27th, we are doing a big George Perez celebration. I'm going to have Joe Corolla and Comics by Perch, a couple other people on. We're going to talk about George Perez and all that he means to us, all that he means to the industry. It should be great. I don't want any negativity necessarily. I just want to honor a man that deserves the honor, right? So when I'm talking about this is today we got a press release from DC Comics. And basically they are saying that right now the Hero Initiative is releasing this. Now, I can't find it yet. So keep an eye out. If I find anything out, I'll put it on the pinned comment. But it is only going to be 7,000 issues. So I've been kind of trying to find out where to order this from, but it does look like maybe it's just not available yet. We're going to have to wait for the solicitations to find out exactly when. But for the first time in decades, acclaimed JLA and Avengers crossover will be reprinted by the Hero Initiative. Obviously, that is a charity dedicated to helping comic book creators in medical and financial need. From my understanding, George Perez did have a huge part in this, right? With only 7,000 issues being printed, they are honoring one of George Perez's seminal bodies of work, and it's one of everybody's favorite, right? Honestly, I love Wonder Woman. That is going to always be my favorite. It just speaks to me. I think his Wonder Woman is a class above anything else that was coming out at that time. Beautiful, amazing work done by George Perez. If you haven't read it, I would definitely suggest checking it out because it's amazing. But JLA Avengers is also amazing. It'll be available in March. Okay. So I answered my own question within my video at participating comic book stores and will be distributed via Diamond. It is 288 pages. I'm so excited. Full color, softbound volume features the original 2003 4-issue co-publishing venture in between DC and Marvel, written by Kurt Busiek, and the art is by George Perez. The book carries a retail price of $30 and is limited to 7,000 copies. It will also feature 64 pages of a companion content that will reprint introductions by the originals, Avengers writer-editor Stan Lee, and the JLA editor Julia Schwartz. How cool is this? Oh my goodness. The bonus in the Hero Initiative edition is a new foreword by Kurt Busiek. Definitely gotta have it. George Perez was a founding member. Yes. Now, I cannot wait for this. This is something that I've never been able to get a physical copy of. So it's special in that way, but it's also special in the way that it is not only going to help the Hero Initiative, it is part of honoring George Perez. And even after we found out the announcement, it's like, how do you help in that sort of situation? You really can't help. So, went back and got some old Wonder Woman stuff and Sirens, but come on, this is really cool. So we've got Kurt Busiek here. He says, I'm absolutely thrilled, of course, that Marvel and DC were able to come together to bring this book out again. And we were able to honor George like this. And that we're doing it in a way that benefits the Hero Initiative. Like, a lot of moving pieces had to come together in order for this to happen. And I didn't think anything like this would happen, right? Marvel, kind of sticking their toe in the sand, being like, no, we're not going to move on this. Same with DC. And then on top of it, to add the Hero Initiative, it's awesome. Which has been so helpful to creators in need, in which George has been such a strong supporter of over the years. I can't wait to see the actual book. Yes, absolutely. That'll be one that, I don't know. I'm almost at the point where I'm like, I need one I can read. And then, one maybe that I can put up for a time when I feel like it's in good condition, right? So let me know, of course, down below what your favorite George Perez books are, what your memories, your meet cute. Like, everybody has that moment where they're like, okay, I've been reading Wonder Woman for a really long time. I love this artist. Who is it? And you're like, George Perez, never heard the name. And then you're like, oh, Teen Titans, oh, Crisis. Everyone has that. Infinity Gauntlet. There's so many great things about George Perez, besides him being an artist and a writer and a human being. And I'm really glad to see that DC and Marvel put their competition, their bullheadedness aside to honor him. Fucking awesome. Let me know what you guys think. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.